I used to love playing Nature's Gift back when it wasn't busted, but now it just feels like such a min-max deck that it's problematic. And you might argue that, well, Devotion makes it so that you can't run a Heat Wave. The thing is, it doesn't even matter if you have Heat Wave or not in something like this, because you're outpointing everyone that you're playing. Jackpot might be the exception, but if you're on red coin, you're giving Jackpot a horrible time regardless. So that's why I think it's a little overtuned. I wanted to bring some attention to it and play some games for myself. You know, some of you guys have been complaining that I don't play serious enough decks lately. So here you go. Here's one. Here's meta. You know, so we have Nature's Gift, Symbiosis. What that means is when we play a nature, it's going to spawn a tree at 1 power. We get 3 charges that give 2 vitality per each. So it's really about that passive that we like. And Aquin's going to help set the game up. She has Symbiosis for herself. We can infuse all the Naiads with the nature category. So when we play the Naiads, they're actually going to be proccing Symbiosis as if they were a nature card, which is crazy. And then whenever we spawn a Wandering Tree and give it vitality equal to the number of Dryads we control, well, we've got her, we've got Ethne, we've got all the Dryads that are spawning off Frisiane, we've got Morin, we've got Hamadryads, and so forth, right? You can see these Naiads are also Dryads, so you can imagine how much vitality we're going to be getting. Now, you might say, well, what do we do with all that extra vitality? It's built into the order of the Naiad fledgling, first of all. So whenever your Symbiosis is triggered, give the unit to the left vitality of 2. So you place this beside a Hamadryad to get the most value on the Hamadryad, because at this one here, at the end of your turn, if this unit has a vitality boost self by 1, so it's getting 2 boosts if it has vitality opposed to the 1. And we have things like Frog Mating Season, which the frogs will actually help trigger the vitality for adjacent units, which is nasty. So having that beside a Hamadryad is going to make sure that we could use up all that extra vitality that we're getting from things like the Aquin, or if it's not an Aquin round, the Naiad Fledgling. So you have these beside the frogs, and life is good. For anything you don't use the order here. Remove all vitality from an allied unit that boosts out by the same amount. It's basically your finisher slam. You can have 8 to 10 vitality on a unit, no problem. You take it off, you convert it to boost, you're good to go. So pretty simple. I have more ways to give vitality with Dryad's Caress. If they try to lock something, it's a Purify 2-in-1, so we're chilling on that front. And Frisiane actually benefits as well from having vitality, because at the end of your turn, reduce the cooldown by the duration of vitality on self. The fact that he cost 8 at 6 base power and you can just keep recycling, I'm telling you, he needs to be 9 provision or 5 base power. Make up your mind, but it's something that needs to happen, because just nudging this up a provision and this down a provision is not really changing anything. That was the recent change, so we have that there. Simlas, deploy, play all copies of a bronze special card from our deck. It's going to help with the thinning. Normally what we're going to be doing is taking out the Bountiful Harvest, because it's a huge bleed potential, it's a huge defend to bleed potential, and it's also carryover. But if we don't want to go for that, we have some control with the Nature's Rebukes. If they have a couple engines on the board, we can go for that and stop them right there. I also have the Morin for a lock to stop another engine, because we don't have that Tall Punish, but we kind of do, right? With the Naiad Pawn Keeper, we can use that melee effect if we have to. Damage an enemy unit by an allied Wandering Treant's power, then reset the Wandering Treant. So if we get the board state right, we can play this for 7 or 8 points of removal onto something. She's playing like a Cyclops from Monsters, kind of a similar effect of what you're doing. You're sacrificing a little to control. So, you know, seeing her at 4 provision doing better than a Cyclops is kind of questionable there as well. But it is what it is, right? I have Ethne Young Queen, converts to Ethne Wrath of Brocklon in round 3, has Symbiosis 3 and immunity, so can't be manually targeted. Can still be Curse of Corruption, Heatwave, etc. You want to play around Pred Dives, you want to play around Blizzards, so don't be throwing her down empty board first if you think that's going to be happening. I have Phila. What's cool about this card is that you can manipulate him to play what you're looking to play. So if we go and take him off an Ysgrim Council, we're guaranteed him if we've already played Simlas, so we can get him up to 7 power, so we could play a nature that's, you know, that power, or we could play in a range if we want. We can also take him off call, you know, and just kind of do things that way. 5 base power is really good for him because we're guaranteed to have minimum a Bountiful Harvest or like a Rebuke type thing, and both of these cards are fine. He's basically just taking the place of Forest Protector, and it's sad because I like this card a lot. I think he's cool, but he's just not seeing play because we have, you know, Phila here. So I could see in non-devotion you might run Forest Protector and cut a couple things, but for Devo you don't need them. Shape of Nature's cool. We get the Echo, the Vitality, we just rack up, and then we rip it off with the frogs, basically. And Fauve is just a tutor for our nature. Keep in mind, nature cards could be the Naiad Fledgling, they could be the Pond Keeper once they're infused, but if not, we're going for Frog, we're going for Call, we're going for Isengrim. We've got options here. So, there's that. Pretty straightforward deck. You just throw cards down and you get rewarded for it. So, I got 5 games with live commentary for reference, and yeah, I'll play a couple serious decks for the next couple days, and we'll get back to the creative things. I'm working on a couple creative decks, and I'm just trying to get them right at this point. So enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one. First up, here we have Skellige, Patricidal Fury. We just start off with Freycinet and kind of go into that, but it's tempting just to go into Aquan first. I feel like that's just the way. Oak Critters are really good reach. This is nice when I have these out there. I think we can actually hold on to him and just maybe use this to keep her going. What if I just take no mulligans? That's what I like about this deck, is that you just have good hands whatever you do, really. So they're not playing your traditional... Wait, what? Wouldn't that not just start on the board if you had no 4s? There's gotta be a method to the madness here. I feel like she's worth a leader charge. A lot of 4 and 5 point removal, a lot less 6. By no means do I intend on playing any more leader this round, but what's going on, bro? Are they doing a beast deck? It's gotta be it. They have to have Sove, and they're doing a beast deck, and I think it's Renfrey. And they just threw that in there for the extra beast tag, which is insane. I pretty much get the round for free then. I'll play the critters. Small blood. What is going on? I guess I'm locking that?
Manticore venom should do the trick.
I've got no words, man. Round 1 done, on to the next one. We probably go for a pretty aggro bleed. Let's put back both these for the sim last play. That's perfect. Yeah, we're gonna go. We'll play Freycinet and then we'll take a leader. It's just like lights out, I think.
Respect my apple.
them jamming the row would be kind of annoying, but so it's not Renfree. If it doesn't die, we definitely purify that. I'm looking at frogs like it could be a good thing too, but I don't think I'm going to go that route. I think we're just going to do this now. I think I'm going to click him, take frogs, and then move them and not worry about the vitality as much. Proccing quicker. That's kind of sad for me. Is this ever worth it? I gotta make a point here, because I played Rain today, and I'm telling you that the Kraken never lives. What I mean by that is, like, it never goes back to your side, right? It's always gonna get boosted. If it's not Nature's Gift. It hits it for 3. I just boost it again. Let's pull this. It's like all that effort, you know? We take a boost by 9. And so what, they're going to use the Tall Punish on their own card? Just to come back and boost by a couple? Still here. I don't necessarily want to play into the range row. We don't have the 2-0. I'm starting to see some really good trades, right? We got Calpy, Leader, you know. I don't mind taking this because they changed. I believe they changed it where it keeps the boost when it transforms. So this is the double Flaminica deck.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a swine.
These are both bad options, but that's a good one.
Every fortress has a
I think it's justified to do this. the bear and some change here, and then this finally goes away, which is cool. Can't play melee, but we could just infuse the token, I suppose. Is there any incentive to go and play this? It's one of those kind of things, I guess. It's like you don't even have to think twice when you play this. We just say that thing going to round 3.
Sacrifices must be made on both sides.
I'm sure they have the reach. It's besides the point. They don't. So we got Nilfgaard, tactical decision coming up here next. Aquin's in hand. Probably put back Phila for now. And just roll with this for round 1. I'm thinking that I start off with him here. See if we can bait removal. Try to get some value out of that. Nothing, okay. So this might be... who knows at this point. I might just go critters, man. I don't want to keep them for later. The infusion's not a big deal to me. We could take Aquin shortly. Aquin wouldn't be bad now. Then we just play the 2, maybe a rebuke or something, and we should just be okay. Wait, why would you ever want to clog that in my deck? I could do it again. Man. Let's get one more spawn, I guess.
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
I could just float her.
'Tis my tree. I was born with it. I shall die with it.
I want to try the double infuse off of, you know?
Your life is worth a great.
So they're gonna clog me, got you.
Take
Okay.
comfort in that.
Just one of those things. We can hit a 4. They might have teleportation, which would make that kind of attractive to deal with. Snowdrop into leader and all that. I might just go with the fledgling first. Forget about the double infuse. We have to bring points. Yeah, I don't want to deal with Colgrim. Look at this. Round control is so important. 63, 53. I have really good reach here too. It's just, it's nutty. I guess 19-point Ring of Favor doesn't help. That's all right.
Are you?
Let's do something like that, I guess. This goes up 5, which keeps us in. There we go. Let's see the last card. I don't think whatever your last card is would do more than a rebuke in this case. Yeah.
Calls for your death. It's nothing personal.
So we know Aquin's top decking. Look at all these engines, man. I gotta somehow get this Colgrim play, you know? You gave it to me. I'm just wondering if I want to take a leader. It might give me a better pass.
I demand justice, a trial by ordeal.
So then we pass here. And they might have renew. But if I can get a lock, then we should be okay. Unless they have Letho. I mean, Ethne is good here too. I need the good stuff, man. If I see a defender come down, yeah, I think it's over.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit!
Shoot to kill. Give no warning.
I gotta play basically.
I like to improvise.
I might have to pass on my last. Aaron died at 14. It should be enough if they don't have renew. If they had renew, I think they'd play renew there, right?
Quite the menial task.
Yeah. We missed everything, but that's Colgrim. Okay, we got Firesworn. This should be interesting, man, because they have a lot of tempo. We have a lot of tempo. I have, like, no control. They have maybe a bit more control, but still not a lot. I'm going to put Ethne back for later. I've got really good reach for the round at least. There's not much I can do about that. I suppose I could take a rebuke early. Assuming I had one. So it goes free. I don't think I'm going to give her a boost.
Short on time. mercy nor forgiveness.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it
Don't mind taking that though.
turns.
Let's get our sim strong, and then we might be able to kill this.
Die by my sword!
The tongue can conceal the truth.
That's one thing I'm due to play at some point. Let's get some vitality going.
Come at me, you don't take this sword toy.
Let's get some infusing going. I'm not going to be able to kill anything, so we have to go for points. Depends on how much they spawn, though. No. It's, they got 100 points this round if they want it. I'm trying to decide if I want to... I could just, like, you know, do a little something like that, just to fast track my plays here. Just get crazy hammer value.
Die by my sword! Smash your rocket blood!
Harder! Harder! He venerates not the fire!
It's at 10. I'm not killing anything except for this, which is not a bad idea. Because their coin gen's tough. Disarray, Sacred Flame, they're right back in it. I am running out of space.
Alone shall you wander until the end of days, cursed and shut upon!
Let's get a death blow here on a frog or something. There we go. At least I got a bit of room. If they don't click that, it's because they can play. So I know that their hand's probably disposable. Yeah, it's alright. I might just play Villa for like a bountiful or something, to be honest with you. We do better in a short round, so by clutching it up like this, we're actually feeling pretty good.
Bollocks. That was my last quill.
Yeah, it barely keeps you in. Like, Firesworn in theory should just be really good.
Pride is all we've left.
I'm not gonna. It was tempting to just high roll it, but we're here. I wish I could bin this card. Be better off spawning. Consideration to have clicked.
Shove those arrows up your ass!
Believe I heard more coin clinking about in that pouch of yours.
It actually does not even matter, does it? They have to use a leader, but then they can't play their last card. So we're still up. They're still gonna have to play it.
Have you made your offering?
So we got the leader out of the way. You see what I mean?
Flaming rose!
What happens? Okay. 1, 2. Yeah. And then I just go 2. I go up 1. I gotta go like a 1 random. I missed this corner actually. That's more than fine. So much vitality, so much board crowding that, you know, we don't even have to play it optimally. So we have to go Simlast into Bountifuls here. But at the same time, it would be nice to just start with him, wouldn't it? Maybe it's not the look. You know what? We take Simlast, we bleed with that, and then we take him in round 3 all boosted up and stuff. We just go for whatever's the most points at the moment. Yeah, look at this. That's dead. This is not. We'll just take double Caress. It doesn't tempo, so they have to leader. I'm gonna save mine though. I might actually just rebuke this first. Just because that's like their spender. And they have other stuff that would be bad to get back, you know? Mind you, Helveed cranking on the rose kind of a big deal. But I could still trade. That's the issue, is you gotta play in. We'll get the Desiree, I'm sure, because they won't want to go all the way. It sucks that I don't get the vitality off that, but... Lonely Champ. Yeah, so Desiree last say short round 3 with that. It's not going to do a whole lot. Hopefully we get some tutors here, man. I don't even care about Hammer right now, you know? Legit. There we go. Fair, I suppose. Could have kept that rebuke. Just saying. Jacques, Desiree plus, they still have a decent amount of points here. It's like, it's still not a joke, you know? But once we get that other token here with the Dryad's Caress, we're chilling. We can go nice and tall in him. We don't have to worry about tall punish because Devo. They can't afford Marilsa or anything like that. So the math on this is like we got it down to the wire. And then we just sink this for 2 damage and we win by about 5 to 10 points. It's going to be closer than it looks. You see? So Okay, 12 points. Next up here we have Fruits of Ysgith.
Pray to them now.
They have a lot of points, we have a lot of points, they have more control. I feel like it's actually one of those matchups though where we want to keep rebukes in hand. Starting Aquin's good. I don't think we boost her because they probably clash her first turn, so we're wasting a leader charge if we do that. I don't mind the bleeding stuff, it's nice to have these just to play them. I guess we can go Hammer with this play here and play one of these. It's not a bad start. I just don't think we win round 1. Depends on what kind of relics it is, but once I get the pigs down, if it's just regular, then that's going to be a problem. It looks like it's going to be regular because Fiend. You'll see what I mean. I think Riptide's coming down first. Riptide or Cyclops onto the 8. Or they just ignore it. That's cool. We gotta take advantage of that. Okay, if they're scoping it, it's not going to compete with engines long term, so I have to crank it up just a bit more. And then we can go in with mating season here.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
That's not a bad lock, but honestly, man, I got a little more work to do first. Plus, we might want to save the lock for Bloody Mistress. So I'm going to have to just try to outpoint this probably. That's kind of a lame... Alright, I guess if I win the round, then I can pass on Mistress some other time, you know? It sucks that these don't get to go, like, where you want them to go. Ethereal dies to a rebuke, which is nice. I think we just got this one in the pocket. And then I have room to actually play slower into that if I wanted to, you know? I don't think that we committed more than a standard round, you know what I mean? Aquin likes to come down early, Moren's 6 provisions, and mating season, well, we can make another one. You know, if we pull, which we might. I might take that route. I don't think I want to keep that, man. We got a lot of tutors here, man. Sure. If I were to go Fav into something, it would be a Caress to Thin. Because I've got the other tutors in pockets, so I think we could do that.
They won't let us talk to strangers.
I'm not trying to take actual units out on an empty board. We play around their red dives if they have a second one really easily here. Just do something like that. Honestly, I don't have to go too crazy here. We'll gauge it though. I kind of want to take Simlas. We'll take Simlas here, this way, just because it's certain.
Feign not ignorant. Remember to whom you speak?
The elders must put a stop to this rebellion, else they will face devastation.
The sad part is I can't proc her, but it'll scare them. You know what I could do though? If they don't kill her, I could always just go and play Phila into range row. I mean, or not. Not stressing too much. To Cyclops. I'm not gonna rip it yet either. And we can kill Cyclops with Rebuke and get some points back. Card advantage here looks pretty good too, but I don't know if they have Morntart in pocket. It's kind of an incentive to like want to play, you know? But maybe I do click now. See if they have Eskel. It's like the best pass. I don't know why you didn't use the order. Isn't it just play the second one? Oh, it's replay. I guess you can't really do that. Yeah. I was thinking it was the other one on cooldown. So we got Eskel Heatwave out of the way. We don't win automatically though, because they have really good Morntart value. Okay, maybe we do win. I don't know if I should try to pull better. Just, I don't want to play into Pred Dive. So it might actually just be floating this.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
That makes my life way easier. Mamuna, Morntart, or Mamuna, more Vud. I think it might actually be more Vid because they haven't really done enough of the bonded stuff. We can just leave everything for now. This looks like a guaranteed win. Erendite's sitting at 11. It's not even close. Alright, next up here we have got Jackpot, Syndicate. So we can go for that red coin push, you know. Let's put him back, try to pull him off a tutor later. Critters are not bad for round one, honestly. I'd like to see Aquin in hand, but
No, dwarves do not qualify for childcare tax relief.
Come here.
I'm not going to take a leader. I think I just want to float some things and maximize the potential in the late game. That would be a really good horse, and if you got it. Most of the jackpot decks I'm seeing right now don't have it, but there's also a really good. You got to reach on that with the 3.
Mother will be proud.
Probably the lock. I'm just going to try to float as much as I can because I feel like... Let's see if we can get these side by side. I feel like in Jackpot specifically, they just have too many points. Even Symbiosis can't keep up with it. Please don't pull failed experiment. Good.
The Academy's bureaucracy impedes progress.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt.
So they're looking for a way out. I still gotta do my thing.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
Please don't pull poison. I guess they start engineering this. I don't know if they have boat. There it is. I'm right back in it. And then we just use like shaping and then that. Bring it. Sudden death for the content. I've got most of what I need, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. These are lame-ish. Now they're good. And I've got 2 tutors. Honestly, man. The only thing I want to put back is this. Whatever. Let's get that infusion. Let's go play Ethne from hand with this.
I've a great eye for faces.
You are safe here. This is Brooklyn, your home.
Let's keep these going.
You take the left, and I'll take the right.
I could try to remove that. Maybe it's not worth it though. I'm thinking if they play something else that's worth it, I could take Simlas into double rebukes, but Really depend. Actually, that's looking all right.
Diamonds for little old me.
It's kind of a good deal.
One with no sense would trust the word of a Duen.
Don't blame me for your crooked nose.
Yeah, Aquan round is just nuts. Mind you, they still have like a crazy 70-80 point swing if they drew. I just don't want to run out of space here, you know? I might actually run out of space before the last card.
Be smiling. I'm dead serious.
We're okay. We're not gonna get like... It's gonna have to be a fauve. 3, 6, 7. Yeah.
The eternal fire casts a long shadow.
Hey, at least we can go a different direction with it now. It's still this, I think. Like, I could go for a control option, but I think I'm okay. And then we just look for the most... Pull that from there, and then... Jeez, there's so much of it. I guess that... The 7 would have been better. Does it matter?